Hi everyone.
Hello everybody.
How's everyone doing?
Hope you're good.
Yes, since our last video,
Yeah.
thank you for the comments, for the likes, for the follows.
Yeah, thank you for sharing much needed information about the topic that we were discussing. So we're on to the next one.
Yeah, we want to talk about, we've been reading a lot in the past, I think also maybe not just this year, but we've been looking at what does the future of work look like, and I think it's important for us to start discussing this right now because it looks like what we know as normal work is changing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the landscape of what work is, and right now with the COVID-19, but also how it's going to affect us going back into what normal is, and just talking about what the new normal is, and particularly based on skills. You know, in South Africa, we have a shortage of skills, as is, and but now those are like manual skills. So like you're getting stuff that they teach go TVET colleges,
construction,
boiler making, artisans, right? But now we're looking at we need technological skills because there's going to be a technological demand. And I want to go into this frenzy of 4IR and define it like that. I just really want to talk about it in terms of what do we need to learn right now and what skills do we actually need to have going forward to be able to adapt, rather. It's more about adapting and also adapting your small business, your creative business, into this new way of doing things. I think we've got a couple of things that we've just been thinking that are important for us to share in terms of what that looks like for a small business like us as well. Maybe we should also just start talking about how we've started to be to adapt
to the tech side. So with regards to our business as well, we partnered up with another company which designed our online look and our online feel, and it's something that we're always working on and always improving with new ideas, with new ways of how we can incorporate what we want to do and how we want to reach communities and build these networks online. So it's also been a very great learning curve for us to really adapt into this technological wave that's going to hit us now, and have impact in our businesses and how we conduct our businesses and how we go about it. So it's been good for us, but we want to learn more, we want to do more, and we want to share more on our online platforms as well, in our and what we're doing right now with the videos and content, and that's what we really focused on right now.
And I think also we've always had like a two-pronged approach to our business model, where we want to have a physical space where we are servicing communities, where we have a face-to-face, and also have a virtual space. And I think where we are connecting online and reaching a wider audience apart from our community in Ekurhuleni. So I think now the virtual experience has become a reality for us, where we're like, okay, we need to start connecting on those levels. We need to see what better ways do we need to connect. What platform do we need to create? How do we need to use productivity tools, product management tools, research tools, marketing tools in order for us to reach our community? And now we're seeing that our community is broader than the one that we want to serve, which is on the physical. And maybe it's time for us to start thinking about how can we start serving our community in the broader sense. And we've also had to adapt with some skills. I mean, I'm a graphic designer, print, you know, so we were just working in print, but I've had to adapt to, okay, how do I move? How do I learn platforms? How do I learn software, new software? So I've just been going through this trajectory of learning UX and UI design, getting into designing platforms and things like that, which has opened up my eyes. But it's also like you have to be ready to learn something new because you want to your business to reach a certain point, and you have goals for your business. Okay, so and I don't know what you have. Just tell everyone what you've been working on.
Okay, as well. I've been I've been working on content strategy. That's what I've been learning and reading on, and it's really a mind-opening way of getting new knowledge about the marketing side and advertising aspect of it, because now this digital marketing is no longer the traditional marketing where you have to design content for radio and TV, but now we are online, and online is quick, online is fast, you have to be sharp, your content has to be eye-catching, and you really need to speak and communicate in a way that people will grasp it first time, and also learning how to make people take action towards your content, whether it's action driven or you want them to ponder about it and make decisions later or now. So that's what I've been on.
I think we're using our business as a guinea pig
for our new skill
sets. We're literally saying we're learning a new skills, but how do we show that we can actually build what we're trying to build, whether it's digital marketing content, whether it is UX, UI, whether it is flow, whatever it is that we're using, we actually are using our business and our online platform to actually articulate the things that we want to articulate. So let's just go into the top 5 skills that I think we need to have right now and how we can get those skills.
Okay, let's start with this one. Digital literacy. Not digital, data. Data literacy.
Isn't it the same thing?
Yeah, no, it's not the same
thing.
Yeah, it's data. Data is really the ability to derive information using mathematics and statistics. So we use that information, then we take it into the business sense where we're trying to find better decision-making ways, whether it's finding new customers or retaining new old clients, or you're trying to improve your customer service. So that's what the data literacy really deals with. You making better decisions for your business.
So, but this is like the back end of being able to look at the back end of the business, particularly if you have an online business. If you are selling online or engaging online. So data literacy or data analyst would be people to look at your metrics.
Your
your insights or things like that. And I think also with this, it sounds like this big thing. But you can teach yourself. Like if you're running a business and you're using social media or Instagram business or Facebook business, you literally can teach the resources that free resources
out there
that you can learn how to look at the matrix of your own business. So without saying to people, hey, go and study this, because we understand there not be financial resources to do that, but there are definitely free resources
that you can use.
We've learned what we've learned about business from free resources. Like I don't know how many white paper downloads I have. Like there is a folder on my desktop. Reading. This is stuff that I read on to understand what the next step is, what the next level is. So I think you really have to invest in your own business in order to read. If you don't know where to go and how to go, download something, read something, because it will lead you to the next step, to the next step, to the next step. Okay, I think the next skill, so that was data literacy. The next one is adaptability and flexibility. So here we have a mixture of hard skills. So data literacy is like a hard skill, and adaptability and flexibility is like a soft skill. Right? So it's a mixture of soft and hard skills that you need to have to be able to navigate your business in this new climate. I think adaptability comes from this place of leadership and innovation. Right? Where you are able to adapt, because right now most businesses are going to be using project management tools that are online to be able to adapt to workflow, checking of work, being able to log in that you've finished stuff, you've completed things. We're going to rely on software such as Asana, Slack, Trello. Those are the software that we're going to, technical stuff that you have to learn, and you have to be able to adapt, because I think once you can't adapt and move forward, because you're being like the fear of learning something new is kind of in your way, you won't be flexible and you won't be able to adapt, because new companies are now looking, we know that they're going to be looking at ways to move forward. That is a surefire way that we know. So if you don't adapt and you don't learn quickly what needs to happen to be able to move your work forward, you will be left behind.
Very much so. You have to adapt, you have to be flexible, and you have to really think out of the box and really meet the new work halfway. Whatever they ask of you, whether it's a new environment, you have to meet it halfway. You have to adapt quickly and assimilate yourself to that environment
And it's just like a willingness to learn.
Yeah.
Like you opening yourself up to learning something is being adaptable and flexible, meaning that you are aware that things are changing at the rate in which they are changing, and that you are willing to go in there, do it, have a tutorial, download a tutorial, go into YouTube, look at a YouTube video about what using this thing means, or this new software, this new product tool. It's really about willingness to be able to adapt and be flexible. Yeah. And then the next thing also is a soft skill. But it's turning out to be a big necessity within companies that we've seen, and something that has been highlighted a lot in the companies is critical thinking. Yeah. I think that also goes together with creativity, which is like the last one. Yeah. Being able to critically think is a skill that we've seen systems like design thinking, human-centered design, have been able to, user research, has been able to actually use the critical thinking processes to be able to adapt innovation and creativity into business models. Yeah. Because I think the world has moved where we need teams, companies, because they're going into this more collaborative way of working. There needs to be leadership, there needs to be innovation, there needs to be thinking where we can apply this adaptability and flexibility. You know what I mean? So I like that all of these are kind of connected, because adaptability and flexibility talk to data, our understanding of data and understanding of interpreting that data in order to sell better, in order to market better, in order to talk to our customers better, right? And also to our partners better, our collaborators. Exactly. Better, But also the critical thinking is being able to conceptualize, right? Evaluate and observe, right? How is what you're using working for your business?
Is it beneficial to you, to the employees, to the staff, to the management,
to the work,
and
that you're producing. So I think critical thinking is really important, because I think it goes hand in hand with creativity, being able to be inspired and to inspire people to work together. Yeah. Because I think more and more we're looking at leadership in a different way. We're not looking at leadership as a tier. Yeah, exactly. Like a tier going up, but we're looking at leadership as something that is really spreading out and coming back in and spreading out. So I think when you think of creativity as leadership as well, and companies are looking for people to come into groups and lead groups into empathetic work, lead groups into collaborative work, lead groups into teamwork. What is the best way to work in a team, and understanding where everyone is coming from. So I don't know with corporate, if the corporate is doing that, but I can see that there's a lot of design thinking teams coming up with within what we're talking about. The last thing that we're talking about is
tech savvy.
That's skill number 5.
Skill number 5. You have to be tech savvy. Tech savvy is not really what people would say, it's so difficult, I don't understand the digital world. It's just your social media. That's being tech savvy. If you know how to use your Facebook, know how to use Instagram, WhatsApp, that's being tech savvy. But it goes deeper than that, but that's just, the top level of being tech savvy. If you know how to operate these mediums that we're using on an everyday basis, then you are tech savvy. But it's just that for you to work at a space where things get thrown at you, like email, spreadsheets, you have to keep up with technology, and that means going deeper into knowing these mediums that we're using and technology as a whole. It's very broad. So
I think also, like, tech is scary. Can we just put it out there? If you haven't been using tech, right, and you have been using analog systems for your business,
for the longest of time,
right? And how you communicate to your customers, and now you have to think about tech. It's like I can't do this. I don't even know where to start and what to do. And I think that's the power of Google. You can literally go to Google and type how to sell online or how to engage online. What does it mean to, but also that's why we have to be there for each other, right? Because sometimes you don't even know what to type, Google, right? And that's why it is important that as small businesses, we are actually working with each other, and we are there to help each other navigate these spaces. I think that's what we're trying to do with this, is to be like, hey, this is where we are, and we don't know where you are, and that's why you must comment and tell us where your business is, so that we can kind of figure this whole tech thing out. And I think for some people it's easier, and some people it isn't easy. But I think having to navigate this new normal, we all have to kind of work together.
Yeah, and really help each other out, because there are a lot of things that are happening, that are changing the workplace, the work systems, how we are interacting with one another. So those who have the information, please help those who don't have the information, and also ask. Don't be afraid to ask people about things that you don't know about. You know, and it really breaks a whole lot of barriers when you start asking questions that are relevant for you, for your business, and really put yourself in a higher trajectory of your business, or yourself, or just your skill set. You know, so just ask. People are there. There's information out there that is very critical for you, and you can find it anyway. Just ask, Google, search,
download free stuff.
Yeah.
Just before we go, not Google. Harvard is opened up 67 free courses.
Yeah.
Go onto Harvard website, learn, and also they have an open source library where you can learn throughout the year. Find those things out. Where can I learn for free? What can I read for free?
Yeah.
Because those things will help you.
Yeah.
You know, those things, I'm telling you guys, like
they will help
you.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have the money for an online class or even going to do a course, guys, free information is out there. Every company, when you go to their website, there is a section called resources.
Free resources.
Free resources for you to read and to know what you want to know and how to move forward. Yeah, I think that's what we want to talk about, like top 5 skill sets that we need to have in order to navigate this new normal.
Yeah. So
and we hope
you subscribe. Subscribe, guys. Comment, leave us your thoughts and your messages. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go to our social media. Yeah, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.